This is a helmet for cycling. They come in different varieties, but the purpose remains the same. All bike parks and major events deem them compulsory if you want to ride their trails. Now I want to tell you a little story about my helmet. So it's the story about why I'm wearing a sling at the moment. As I mentioned in the last video, it was a cycling accident. Unfortunately, I didn't have my GoPro with me, so there's no video footage of the accident. But I think it's also a good thing because I think my camera would be in pieces. So it was a Sunday morning and I was planning to join a group for an early cycle to Saldanha and back, basically covering about 30 kilometers. Then back in Vredenburg we would meet up with another lady who would then join us to cycle to Paternoster. I wanted to be home in time to get ready for church, so I was keeping my eye on the clock. We met up with the other lady who lives on top of the hill here in town, and to get to the Paternoster road we had to go downhill. We were now 2 guys and 2 women. The women were further behind and going down slower than us men were. I remember we came to a 4-way cross, so knowing that most drivers usually skip the stop, we both reduced speed, very close to like a walking speed, just to make sure that there was no traffic coming from either side. Perfect timing. I just wanted to show you the crossing and at the same time people skipping the cross. So there was no traffic and I let go of my brakes. Picking up speed again, I noticed 2 cats on the left hand side of the road, one sitting on the boundary wall of the residence and the other sitting on the sidewalk. I was closest to this sidewalk with the other guy somewhere on my right. I kept my eye on these cats just to be cautious, but the cat on the sidewalk, which was also a black cat, went flat on his tummy like it was just startled by the sound of our bikes. And just when there was no time to react anymore, the black cat, who was extremely safe, sitting on the sidewalk, started to run right in front of me. I tried to react by pulling the brakes. If I remember, my tires were skidding for maybe a split second. My front wheel went over the cat and this resulted in the whole bike catapulting me off. So I kind of did a dive on my left side, breaking my clavicle, pretty nasty. My head hit the tarmac as well. I was winded and my shoulder was in extreme pain. When I could finally get some words out, I asked my group, who were pretty rattled at the time, "Where's the cat?" And the cat was gone. No sign of the cat whatsoever. Apparently, after going under my bike, he tumbled under the guy next to me's bike as well, but that guy was luckier than I was. Then, as most mountain bikers are, I asked if my bike was okay. So cosmetically, this is all I could find. Grip on the brake, there's a little scratch over here. Other grip right into the handlebar itself. Some new scratches here that they went there. And my self-made mudguard broken. So yeah, that's all I could find. Even the shifting works perfectly still. So to end the story of the accident, I had to have surgery to correct the bone alignment for proper healing to be possible. The surgery was done on the 3rd day after the accident. The broken clavicle is the worst of all the injuries physically. I have a scrape on my ankle, there's scrapes on my left knee, I have a purple swollen ball just below my hip, and then there are some scrapes and scratches on my shoulder as well. But the shoulder is the worst thanks to my helmet. So to summarize the whole story, my broken clavicle is the worst injury from the accident, but I think that's all thanks to my helmet. I have a wife and 2 daughters and I love them very much. I enjoy them, I live for them, everything I do is to make them happy. And I think had I not worn a helmet on the day of the accident, I would have probably never seen my family ever again. Now, I don't want to exaggerate the situation, but I am convinced that the impact that I got on my head would have taken me out. So let's just have a quick look at the helmet. So this was the impact zone. You can see the tarmac was scratching on the helmet. Here you can see the crack of the foam here. This was basically the area of impact. Broken, and even broken here. So that's the end of the story. I'm currently busy with my recovery. Today is basically 8 days later after the accident and 6 days after the operation. So in the operation they put in a plate to line up all the bones back to where they should be, because if you look at the x-ray, the bones are not lined up anymore. And with the plate, they lining it up and then drilling it to hold it in place. So recovery's been going good. I've got a little movement. I haven't been wearing the sling for a few days now. I actually stopped with the painkillers yesterday. I really just want to now start with my training again, and you know, I still have to wait. Don't know how long that's going to be, but hopefully when I go for my checkup, which will be next week, I'll have an answer on that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story. Wasn't that entertaining? I don't think. I wanted to emphasize the importance of wearing a helmet. As a kid, I never wanted to wear one, and now as an adult, I don't want to leave the house without one. So thanks for watching, and share the video if you think somebody will benefit from the story, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey.
Hey.
So
how you feeling?
I'm feeling with my hands. And then maybe a little with my feet.
I like that.
Thanks for watching. Bye.